Today I'm going to talk about Legion PvP because it's really fucking stupid and I don't like it. I play a rogue and I don't feel like I'm actually playing fucking rogue. I want to talk about that for just a second. I'm going to open World of Warcraft real quick. I'm playing Subtlety, of course, because I can just spam Shadow Dance, be in Shadow Dance all the time, heal 3% of my health, and it's really fun and it doesn't take much thought. I just press S and press 2 to do Shadow Strike because I guess that takes a lot of skill. I keep up Nightblade and I do Eviscerate, boom, there we go, that's how I play Subtlety. There's no thought involved. I don't have to think, man, do I need to use Shadow Dance now for my burst or use it for control because it has a 1 minute cooldown and I really need to think about what I gotta use it for because if I use it now, I might not have it for control. If I use it for burst, I won't have it for control. If I use it for control, I won't have it for burst. But no, it doesn't fucking matter now because now I can just press S. I got 3 fucking charges. And in PvP, it lasts for like fucking 8 seconds. So I can just sit here and press Shadow Strike, Shadow Strike, Shadow Strike, and then everything is just fucking boring, dude. And like, I'm not saying that rogues are broken. I'm just saying it is so mind-numbing. Like, PvP is not fun. Like, yeah, I could play Assassination. I could play Outlaw. But then I'd be shooting myself in the foot because it's not as effective as Subtlety, because Subtlety is the most effective. It just so happens to be boring as fuck. Alright? Another thing that pisses me off is just going around battlegrounds and then out of fucking nowhere, BAM! I'm in stealth. Hunter Pet goes, it fucking attacks me. It's like you're just walking by, and oh, there's a fucking rogue, and then boom, there it goes, it attacks me. That's bullshit. Also, this Spectral Sight that Demon Hunters have, fuck that, dude. Fuck Spectral Sight. Whose idea was it? You know what? These guys track demons. They can see stealth now. Through walls. What the fuck? I forget the fucking class fantasy bullshit. I'm sick of this class fantasy bullshit. You take away gouge and blind from some of the specs, Subtlety has blind. Where's my fucking gouge? Fucking assassination doesn't have jack shit. Assassination has kidney shot. Kidney shot. We got kidney shot, cheap shot. Look at that. Isn't that just great? No, we don't have a way to use cheap shot outside of stealth. So unfortunately, we have a 20-second cooldown kidney shot as our only CC. So really, the only thing I'm going to be able to play here is Subtlety because I can just, you know, I'm always stealth because I'm always in Shadow Dance. So why the fuck would I want to play something that doesn't allow me to CC effectively? And another thing is just, oh my god, it's just so fucking terrible. Like, there's no PvP gear. It's like, what the fuck am I working for? Am I just working to? Is it like Call of Duty? You gotta get Prestige 15? Like, they just took Call of Duty, put it into PvP, and now it's just like, alright, you get honor, you get some passive shit, you get a little bit of abilities that you can add to your tree when you get the level and the cool weapon when you prestige high enough. It's like the fucking golden skins and whatever the last Call of Duty game was. Anything past Modern Warfare 2 is bullshit, just so you know. But anyways, this expansion rating's okay. Mythic Emerald Nightmare was a little undertuned because Xavius just died like immediately. Some Russians killed him in like a day, and that was pretty disappointing. But yeah, this expansion kind of sucks, honestly. The artifacts are kind of cool. You get to invest a lot of artifact power into one spec and then have it nerfed like a week later, even though Blizzard said they would take a hands-off approach to this expansion at the start, and then they go back on it and say, okay, Outlaw Rogues, you are nerfed. But you're supposed to love the spec. You're supposed to be excited when you roll the bones and see, oh, fuck yeah, I got 6, which happens like 1% of the time. Like, let me tell you something. You don't tell me what I'm supposed to find exciting, okay? If I'm sitting here saying, you know, I really don't like how the spec is. I don't like the RNG involved. I don't like that when I get one buff, if it's not Shark or True Bearing at the start of the pool, you know, it's just like I gotta waste DPS to roll again. But you're supposed to like it. Like, fuck off, dude. How pretentious can you get with that? Well, we designed Outlaw to be exciting because it's very it's about getting the $6 at just the right time. Motherfucker, that's not exciting to anyone. Like, who the fuck is anyone like, man, I'm so excited, I'm about to roll the bones, man. I'm gonna, oh, okay, oh yeah, go again. And they're sitting there rolling 7 fucking times until they get like buried treasure and grand melee. Like, oh god, fucking awesome. It's a bullshit spec. It's a stupid spec. And just fucking scrap it, dude. If you would remove the jackpot and also the probability to get one buff and just make it to where you get automatically 2 buffs every fucking time, it would be more consistent. In fact, if you just keep the jackpot there, keep the 3 buffs there, remove the single buff, that is fucking awful. Because the only time that comes in handy is when you get true variant at the very start of a pull. Because then you can reset. And what the fuck did you take away our passive cooldown reduction? Like, why? Like, combat has always had. Always. Warlords was amazing. Fucking, you use combo points and it reduced the cooldown on Adrenaline Rush and all that good stuff. It was fancy. It was real nice. And they're like, okay, let's take that away and put it in Roll of Bones. What the fuck, dude? Why? Whose idea was it? Fucking Metzen? He's like, I'm gonna completely fuck off Rose, alright? And then I'm gonna leave Blizzard. God, this shit is so stupid. And then you still have monks just running around all over the fucking place, like, roll. Fucking roll. And then they do this bullshit. And then they got the bullshit. Like, dude, what the fuck is this? What is this game now? It's just people running all over the fucking place. Hunters doing this bullshit. You got mages just, like, disappearing. And then there's me as a rogue. I'm like, yeah, I mean, if I'm not subtlety, I can sprint once every minute and, you know, appear behind you once every, like, 25 seconds. If I'm outlaw, I can, like, have a heroic leap with a delay, and then, and sometimes if I'm standing here and I want to go something that's up here, there's not a path available. It's not really a grappling hook. Rename the ability. It's not a grappling hook. How can you call something a grappling hook? Like, if I'm standing right here, alright, this is like the ground, and I want to get on something up here, and I go, okay, I'm going to throw it up there and get on that. No path available. What the fuck you mean there's no path available, dude? You got these warriors here that can, like, charge people from all the fuck like 30 yards away with no problem, and then I'm sitting here trying to go like 5 feet up. No path available. That is the most annoying message that I have ever dealt with. No path available. You can't do that. You're not allowed to do that in my game. Moral of the story is I'm sick of this class. I'm sick of Blizzard ignoring everyone on the forums. I'm sick of everything that has to do with rogues right now. The only thing that's fun, honestly, and it's not a popular opinion, I like Assassination. I think Assassination's pretty fun. I think Assassination's a fun rating spec. It's alright. You get to pay attention to your bleeds and the 2 things that you put on, you know, Rupture and Garrode, and if you play Elaborate Planning, that's kind of fun to, you know, 5 seconds, kind of be like, ooh, I got Elaborate Planning, 15% more damage, that's pretty saucy, don't you think? You know, and then you get to make it like a little power aura, a weak aura if you're an elitist, and you get to really, really watch your Elaborate Planning and get it down to the very last milliseconds, and then do another Envenom or a Rupture at just the right time, and really keep that Elaborate Planning up, and you know, you get your Vendetta going, and you get to keep your Elaborate Planning up while you have Vendetta so you can tick more fucking dots. It's pretty boring, but it's fun at the same time. Better than playing Subtlety as a raider, because Subtlety is kind of not good. Anyhow, Outlaw is the worst DPS spec of all time right now. Worse than Elemental Shaman, and that's saying something. So to Blizzard, all I can say is thank you so much for having me spend my first few weeks putting all my artifact power into Outlaw, and then you going against your word and saying, yeah, we said we were going to take a hands-off approach, but fuck rogues, dude. But we're going to buff everyone else. So thank you for making my game shit. Thank you for watching.